Hey there everyone, No DM Double A here, and Chopper are coming at ya with a Law deck profile. So we got Law here. We've been playing with him this whole week. We played him for Thursdays locals, Fridays locals, and Sundays locals. So we went to 3 different locals. Basically the weekend, I guess, the week. Is Thursday part of the weekend? I don't know. We went for 3 days though. Thursday, we got washed. I lost every game. I lost to the Law Mirror, to the Sky's Limits, then I lost to Kaido, and then I got the bye. So basically that Galactics was that locals was a 7-person locals. Yeah, Thursday was 7 people. Friday was 5 people. And then the Sunday's locals was like more than 10 for sure. I should have asked exactly how many people. There was at least 10 to 14 range. I don't know the exact number, but definitely more than 10. There was more than 10 of us, and that was the biggest one. I didn't do so good in that one either. I won my first game. Then I lost the mirror again, but that mirror was different because, yeah, that mirror just, I was doing so much better, but I didn't get any of my searchers. So we're going to break down the deck here and tell you exactly why this deck is super amazing and really strong, and where it can break and be weak. Because that has definitely happened. But this deck is overall fun. It is technically a first place deck, but it was in a 5-person local. I ended up getting first place for that, getting the winner title. Let me go grab the winner title for you real quick, Chopper. Entertain our guests while I go grab the title. So the deck did put in work. I did get first place. I did get a winner title. And that's mostly because of Sky's Limits though, because during the Thursdays locals we had a mirror and I learned a lot about the deck from him. Because we're good buddies too. We play Dragon Ball and Digimon together too, so we're from multiple card games. We're pretty cool. But yeah, we kind of talked about the deck and how it worked and what he was using compared to what I was using, and I kind of utilized that for Fridays locals and got first place. But yeah, that was nice. This deck is very strong, so come on, Chopper. Let's break down the deck. Okay. Law. Alright, let's start with the leader. So, 2 colored leaders, for those who don't know, so I have 4 life. And you get to use the colors of your leader. So you get to use red and green because he's 2 color. It's pretty dope. So activate main once per turn. You have to rest 2 Dawn. If you have 5 characters, return 1 of your characters to your hand. Then play 1 character with a cost 5 or less from your hand that is different color, and then return character. So that's pretty cool, you know. You can swap a red Nami for a green Law, you know, as long as it's 5 cost or less. Right, Chopper? Right, Deck Doctor? Who's the doctor? You are. I love whenever he does that. But this is basically his Devil's Fruit, like the room shambles. Like he literally just swaps out 2 different objects, 2 different characters out. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I can explain the combos and stuff in this deck here, but let's just break down what the deck's all about. We run 2 Nami from the starter deck. So Nami's effect is once per turn, activate main, give 1 rested Dawn card to one of your characters or your leader. So I think she's pretty good. I'm thinking about cutting 1 out once I get my 4th Zoro. Zoro's so expensive right now, so I'm not even going to try to get a 4th one at the moment. 3 is pretty solid right now. I think a 4th one would make a huge difference though, but we'll get into that in a sec. But like, she's okay. Like, you only want like 1 of her out at most. I used to run 4. On Thursday, I ran 4. And then Sky's Limit was all like, this card, at most you have 1 out on the board. You know, you run this. He's running it at 2 as well, I think. I'm thinking about cutting it to 1 because he also is thinking about cutting it to 1. Like, if I ever get a 4th Zoro. But yeah, this Nami is good because then you can use the Dawn and then use her effect to get the rest of Dawn underneath a character or a leader. So that's dope, you know? It's pretty good. Then, 4 of the Searcher Nami. She's pretty good. So, On play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 Straw Hat type card other than Nami, and add it to your hand, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So the card itself has character, but there's an errata, so you can look at the errata page for this game, and it'll say like the errata is like, it's not just character, exclusively character. So this card can get you your event cards that are also Straw Hat. So it's pretty good. I mostly use her to get Zoro. I try to look for Zoro like really hard whenever I play her if I don't have Zoro already. Otherwise I grab like Luffy or whatever pops up besides Nami. So Otama is actually one of the best cards in this deck. I think she's like actually probably part of the top 5 what you need in this deck. Like she is really good. She's a 2k counter, first of all. She's a 2k counter. And then on play, give one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during the turn. So this card's really good because you can minus DP off blockers / characters you need to get off board. Like she's actually a really good answer to Kid, the 8 cost Kid in the meta right now. Because on play, she can make him 6,000 and then you can hit him immediately with the Jet Pistol. It's a really simple combo that just like gets 8 Kid out of the way. 8 cost Kid. It was a combo I was trying to do on Sunday's locals. But I didn't draw Otama. I had Jet Pistol already. I was like, I just need to draw 1 Otama. I can play it and then get him down to 6,000 and just smash it with Jet Pistol. She never came out. I tried to. Then I had to try to swing over it and it just wasn't working because he was countering pretty good. Then we run 4 Chopper Blocker. He's just a straight up 1 cost blocker. He's cheap. He's a blocker. Chopper is cute. Like, him eating the cotton candy is very adorable. I love Chopper. Tony Chopper. We run 4 Momo, so he's one of our 3 searchers. He costs 1 to play, and then you have to rest him and pay another Don to look at top 5 for a land a Wano type card and add to your hand. So that's pretty nice. So basically you just go like, whoop, pretend this is a Don, right? And then whoop, search top 5, you know. It's nice. So you just want your searchers to grab stuff. For Capone, because he's a blocker just like Chopper. Nice. That's his purpose. He's just 1 cost blocker, cheap stuff to play. Then we run 4 Bonney, one of the best cards in this deck, because she can grab a Supernova. So she's like Momo and Nami, except she grabs Supernovas. And Zoro is a Supernova. So that's pretty dope. You can grab Zoro. I didn't know that until I actually read the card. I was like, oh, he's a Supernova. He's like, you can rest her, rest the Dawn, then there's the Dawn, rest the Dawn, and then, you know, look for a Supernova. It's sad that you can win, but it just happens sometimes. We run 3 of Nico. Nico's very strong. On play, you can rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. So you can rest like blockers, Zoro's well, you rested, what am I talking about? You can rest whatever needs to be rested to swing over. I mostly use it to stop blockers like Chopper. Or just to get rid of them. That way they can't use them later. Or just make them rested so they can't be used. And then we run 2 Nico Robin. She's probably one of the best base rares in One Piece set 1. She has a really good effect. She's a 3 cost. She has 4,000 power. And then Dawn X1. So when you put a Dawn underneath her, when attacking, you can KO one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 or less power. So she can kill like small blockers like Chopper. No offense, buddy. No offense. You are loved. But sometimes you need to get popped off the board. But anyways, literally how I imagine using a Chopper blocker. Just throw him. Sorry, buddy. But Nico Robin's a really strong attacker. I really enjoy using her because she can get like small problems off the board. Then we run 3 Zoros. I want this to be 4 Zoros, but 3 we'll have to do. I want it to be 4 though. Zoro is a 3 cost 5k beater with the ability to rush. This card, at time of filming this video, is trying to be sold for like 30 plus bucks right now. Like the market price for it is like supposed to be like 25. and people are trying to sell them right now on TCG Player for 30, 35. Do not buy this card, please. Like, please hold out. This card, the restock is coming. Like, please be patient. Try to find a deal of some sort. Hit up Target and hope you pull it. You know, like, hope you find it, pull it. You know, be happy. This card is trying to sell for like $30, $30, $35, and the old art is close to 90. I'm pretty sure it's like 80 something right now. The old art of this card, absolutely bonkers. This card is absolutely bonkers because you need it in this deck, the Law deck, and you need it in Red Zoro, obviously, for obvious reasons. This card is just straight up bonkers. It's very affordable. I need psych. Affordable in terms of like playing it for Don. Like, he's a 3 cost. He's the target for several 3 or less cost stuff. It's nice, Zoro. I'm glad I have 3 of you, but I need a 4th and another playset if I'm gonna build a Red Zoro. Oh man. Technically don't need it. I mean, you need it, but technically the deck's kind of functional without him, actually, low key. But he's just way too good not to use. We run 4 Izou. Izou's a 2k counter. She has an on-play ability. She costs 3. Rest one of your opponent's characters will cost 4 or less. So she's really good to get something like rested on the board that's 4 costs or less. So you can either swing on it or try to get rid of a blocker. Very similar concept to Nico. Very similar concept. Just rest it and get rid of it if you need to, or just stop it from blocking you. Then we run 3 laws. 3 blocker law, 5 cost. It's weird with this deck because usually I start winning when I own, like, popping off when I get the regular art going. Because every time I've been losing in the locals Thursday and Sunday, I've noticed I've been using the old art instead of this guy. Because on Friday I was using this guy and popping off hard. I was like, the regular art was working better for me than the 2 alt arts I have. It's funny, but like, yeah, he's a blocker. So he really combos off well with him. Blocker, on play, you may return 1 character to your hand, play 1 character with a cost 3 or cost from your hand. So basically, pretend the board's full, like Zoro's there, like you use the law skill, rest 2 Don, pretend the board has 5 characters, you grab Zoro, put it back in your hand, you play the law, you activate the law skill, swap another character out, it doesn't matter who, and then you just play Zoro again, after you already swung with Zoro beforehand. So ideally, you have the full board, you already ideally, you have the full board here. You would swing with Zoro already, and after you're done swinging or whatever, you would use the law skill, rest 2 Don, put this dude back in your hand, call law out, activate law skill to return someone else back in your hand if you still have a full board. Doesn't matter who. Play Zoro again, and it's basically restanding him, because he can swing again because he has rush. You basically get an extra swing when you do that, and that's just bonkers to me. Like, that's so free. As long as you have the 5 characters like filled up, you have to have the full board. It'll be like 1, 2, 3. Pretend this is like the full board. Bunch of laws and Luffy's and Zoros. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like pretend that's the board. Then you just start popping off from there. Like, it's very good. It's a very simple combo that just really pops off. There's a lot of nuances to this deck too. But yeah, I've been enjoying this deck. This deck is very fun. Like, I can see why it's been topping. It can compete with the other tier 1 decks. Its major weakness right now is 10 cost Kaido, and sometimes 8 cost Kid. But I think that's an every deck problem, like facing off against that. And the last character card is 3 Luffys. Monkey D. Luffy. I do love this art though. This art on Luffy is very sick. Like, I don't know what arc it's from though. I'm pretty sure it's Wano, but I could easily be wrong. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the scene. He has rush. He's a 5 cost, 6k power. If you put 2 Don underneath him, and when you attack, your opponent cannot activate blocker during this battle. So they cannot attempt to block this Luffy with blocker. Which is really cool. I like that Luffy can just ignore blockers like that. It's very flavorful, the way this game plays like that. I might cut one of him out or one of Nami out for a 4th Zoro. It's either Luffy or Nami that's going. I think I'm leaning towards Luffy. I think 3 is too many. Like the little reason I have a 3rd, because the original deck build I had in mind had 2 Luffys. And I was like, I'll just add a 3rd Luffy until Zoro comes, you know? And I was like, well, that 4th Zoro is never gonna come because I'm not gonna buy that for that price. I'm gonna pull it. But yeah, those are the characters. Now we're gonna go to the event cards. So this is my spicy tech. I like Paradise Waterfall because it pairs off really well with Radical Beam. Paradise Waterfall, basically, your leader or one of your characters gains 2,000 power during this battle, then set one of your characters to active. So the nice thing about Radical Beam, when you combo off with Paradise Waterfall, Radical Beam, your leader or one of your characters gains 2,000 power during this battle, then if you have 2 or less life cards, that attack gains an additional 2,000 power, so it's a 4k power up, and it has a trigger. It has a trigger too. Your leader or one of your characters gain 1,000 power during this turn. Nice, just in case you need it. And triggers are optional to use, so it's not like you have to use it. But like the 2 or less life is nice because I like that you start at 4, so whenever I get close to being at 2, you can get this goes live because it's really a sweet combo if you block somebody. Like if somebody swings 5k, you can easily be like, where's Chopper? Let's use Chopper as the example. So let's say you have him out, someone swings at you, that's like 5,000 power, say, let's say it's that weak, right? You block with Chopper, so you block with Chopper, then you activate the Paradise Waterfall to give him 2,000 power, then you send him back to active. I mean, I guess this doesn't matter. You play the Radical Beam next, because he's 3k now, and then you give him 4k. He's a 7k blocker that stops the attack, and you restand him. He'll be back to 1k after you restand him. Like, if you try to block with him again, because these only work, the power-ups are only for the battle, but you get another chance to block. Like, you get to block twice, like in case you need like an extra block or something. It's really sweet. It's a really neat combo. I like this one. Like making Chopper 7k and then restanding him to be able to use him again if need be, even though he'd be 1k, it's still nice because then you can just like use him and then he's done. Like use him twice, his job's done. So I really like that combo. That when I found out that when you could block then counter, I was like, wait, I could do some combos. But yeah, Radical Beam is really cool. I like the 2 or less life condition because you're easily gonna get close to that because you start at 4. So like, might as well make it a plus, you know? Try to make it positive that you start at 4 life so you can try to get Radical Beam live for like the extra 4k. I don't know. I think that combo's neat. I've used it a couple times and it's saved my booty. Then the final 2 event cards, I was about to say option. Gum Jet Pistol. Gum Jet Pistol. So it doesn't have a counter. I tried to use it as a counter and then someone told me there wasn't a counter on it. I was like, no. Whoopsies. I just assumed they all have counters. Guess not. So this card, you pay 4 and then you can KO one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power or less. Then the trigger is to activate this card. So this is very, very similar to being kind of like the Gaia Force of this game, except it doesn't come up as often because you mostly use it from the hand to blow up something you don't like. You either blow up like Queen, blocker, you blow up some kind of, you blow up a blocker usually when you do that. What I like to do, let me bring out Otama. So this is I like being able to play this Otama, and then minus 2,000 off the 8 cost kid, and then it's in range for Gum. So you can play the Gum Jet Pistol to get rid of the kid. It's just like one way to get rid of it. But this deck is so fun. Like, I am very, very pleased with the deck build for this. Because originally I was like, let me try it for fun because it wasn't part of my original like video deck profile type ideas because I was like, I don't know if this deck's gonna be good or not. I'm very like hesitant to try it. But it was one of the first decks I built because I wanted to see how merging the 2 colors would be immediately playing at 4 life, and I don't regret it. This is probably my favorite deck right now. I shouldn't say that because I only played like 3 decks, but like of those 3 decks, I like Law the most. Technically played 4. I played a Kaido deck maybe once. But yeah, this deck is so fun. Got me first place at the Friday locals. Like, yeah, winner. I need to do better against the mirror. I don't do good against the mirror at all. He just outmirrors me. It's because Sky's Limit's favorite character is Law. He was wearing the Law coat. He was literally wearing the coat in this card. He was wearing this. I was like, dude, you are wearing the coat? Oh my god, no wonder you won. He said he'd let me wear it if I ever won the mirror match. I'm like, man, that's never gonna happen. But like, yeah, he has a deck build that's similar to this. I think he has slightly different ratios, but the majority is basically the same. He checked it too, and I think he basically told me, it was like, yeah, it's basically the same. There's some like ratio differences, but it's basically all there, like the core of it. Yeah, I really do love this deck though. Law is so fun. I'm really glad this was my first One Piece deck. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm really hoping to get more One Piece deck profiles out there. I don't know how many, probably not that many to be honest, because holidays are coming up. I got relatives coming soon, so it's like, I don't know how involved I'll be for these present day videos that aren't Pokemon Unite. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Because I'm also going to Chicago at the end of the year, so it's like for New Year's and my birthday. So you won't see anything definitely after Christmas, like immediately. I probably won't be. I'm just gonna be having fun. But like, this is fun too. But I'm like glad I'm having card game fun before the holiday fun. Like, this is a good balance. But yeah, great deck, first place. It did get first place somewhat. All that matters. It's great. It's also fun. You like Law especially, but for sure. I'm gonna be logging off here. I'll catch you all for the next video. Alright, pirates. See y'all next time.